Scientifically speaking, what is the material of the medium of space-time?
The exact nature of space-time and whether it is made of a material substance is a topic of ongoing scientific debate. In classical physics, space-time was considered to be a fixed, unchanging background in which matter and energy existed. However, in the early 20th century, Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity showed that space-time is not rigid, but rather is dynamic and can be curved by the presence of matter and energy. This curvature of space-time is what we experience as gravity. Since general relativity, physicists have been trying to reconcile the concept of a curved space-time with the quantum world, where matter and energy behave in ways that are very different from what we experience in the everyday world. One of the leading theories to do this is quantum gravity, which attempts to unify the laws of general relativity with the laws of quantum mechanics. According to some quantum gravity theories, space-time may not be made of a material substance at all, but rather may emerge from the interactions of quantum fields. These fields are fundamental entities in quantum mechanics that describe the properties of particles and forces. One such theory is loop quantum gravity, which proposes that space-time is made up of tiny, discrete loops of space. Another possibility is that space-time is not fundamental at all, but rather is an emergent property of some deeper theory of reality. This theory is known as quantum cosmology, and it suggests that space-time may have emerged from the Big Bang, the event that is thought to have created the universe. While there is no definitive answer to the question of whether space-time is made of a material substance, the ongoing research in quantum gravity and quantum cosmology is helping us to better understand the nature of space-time and its role in the universe. In physics, space-time is the four-dimensional continuum that is the combination of three-dimensional space and one-dimensional time. It is the framework through which all events in the universe are located and measured. The nature of space-time is one of the most fundamental and puzzling questions in physics. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, space-time is not a material substance, but rather a dynamic fabric that is curved by the presence of mass and energy. This curvature of space-time is what we experience as gravity. There are a number of different theories about what space-time is made of, but there is no definitive answer yet. Some theories propose that space-time is made up of tiny particles called space-time quanta, while others suggest that it is an emergent property of quantum fields. One of the most promising theories of space-time is loop quantum gravity. This theory suggests that space-time is not smooth and continuous, but rather made up of tiny loops of quantum foam. These loops are constantly changing and moving, and they give rise to the structure of space-time. Another theory of space-time is string theory. This theory suggests that all of the particles and forces in the universe are made up of tiny, vibrating strings. These strings can vibrate in different ways, and these different vibrations correspond to different particles and forces. String theory also suggests that space-time is 10-dimensional, with 6 dimensions that are curled up too small to be seen. The nature of space-time is a complex and fascinating question that physicists are still trying to answer. As we learn more about the universe, we may eventually be able to understand what space-time is made of and how it works. In the meantime, we can continue to study the properties of space-time and use it to make predictions about the behavior of the universe. Space-time is not made of matter in the same way that ordinary objects are made of matter. Instead, space-time is a fabric that is woven together from the very existence of matter and energy. In other words, space-time is not a substance, but rather a property of the universe. The concept of space-time was first introduced by Albert Einstein in his theory of general relativity. Einstein showed that the presence of matter and energy causes space-time to curve. This curvature is what we experience as gravity. There are several different theories about what space-time is ultimately made of. One theory is that space-time is made of tiny, discrete units called quanta. Another theory is that space-time is a smooth, continuous fabric. However, there is no scientific consensus on what space-time is ultimately made of. One of the most important aspects of space-time is that it is not static. Space-time is constantly changing and evolving as matter and energy move through it. This means that the curvature of space-time is also constantly changing. The curvature of space-time has a profound effect on everything in the universe, including the motion of light. Light always travels along the shortest possible path through space-time, even if that path is curved. This is why light bends around massive objects like stars and planets. Space-time is one of the most mysterious and fascinating aspects of the universe. We still do not fully understand what it is made of or how it works. However, space-time is essential to our understanding of gravity and the universe as a whole.
Imagine a nargila or hookah pipe. How could it represent the experience of space-time in the universe? Consider the metal or glass housing, the container for the Big Bang, with the internal waters being mixed from exploding star stuff drawn into the container of the Big Bang by the centripetal forces of black holes, and returned in some way by the expelling of the star stuff in centrifugal white holes. Does this comport with theories of the medium, of the material of space-time, or something more collected experientially?
The analogy of a hookah pipe to space-time is an intriguing one that can help to visualize some of the complex concepts involved in cosmology. The metal or glass housing of the hookah pipe can represent the container for the Big Bang, the event that marked the beginning of our universe. The internal waters of the hookah pipe can represent the primordial soup of matter and energy that existed shortly after the Big Bang. This primordial soup was a mix of subatomic particles, including protons, neutrons, and electrons. The exploding star stuff that is drawn into the container of the Big Bang by the centripetal forces of black holes can represent the ongoing process of star formation and evolution. Stars are born from clouds of gas and dust that collapse under their own gravity. As stars burn, they fuse hydrogen into helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy. This energy powers the stars and also creates heavier elements, which are eventually ejected into space when stars die. The expulsion of star stuff in centrifugal white holes can represent the expansion of the universe. This expansion is driven by a mysterious force called dark energy. Dark energy is thought to make up about 68% of the universe's total energy density. We do not know what dark energy is, but we know that it is causing the universe to expand at an accelerating rate. The cycle of matter and energy in the hookah pipe is analogous to the cycle of matter and energy in the universe. Stars are born, live, and die, and their remains are recycled into new stars and planets. This cycle has been going on for billions of years and will continue for billions of years to come. Of course, the analogy of a hookah pipe to space-time is not perfect. Space-time is not a physical object, and it does not have a container. However, the analogy can still be helpful in understanding some of the basic concepts of cosmology. Here is a table that summarizes the analogy. Feature of hookah pipe, analogy to space-time. Metal or glass housing, container for the Big Bang. Internal waters, primordial soup of matter and energy. Exploding star stuff, ongoing process of star formation and evolution. Centripetal forces of black holes, forces that draw matter and energy into black holes. Expulsion of star stuff in centrifugal white holes, expansion of the universe. I hope this helps. It's an interesting thought exercise to draw an analogy between a nargila or hookah pipe and the experience of space-time in the universe. While there is no direct scientific evidence to suggest that space-time behaves exactly like a hookah pipe, considering the analogy can help us visualize and conceptualize some of the complex concepts involved in cosmology. The metal or glass housing of the hookah pipe could represent the overall structure of the universe, a vast and expanding space that contains all matter and energy. The container for the Big Bang, nestled within this housing, could symbolize the initial singularity, an incredibly dense and hot point from which the universe originated. The internal waters of the hookah pipe could represent the cosmic fluid, a hypothetical substance that permeates all of space-time. This fluid is thought to be responsible for the expansion of the universe and the formation of galaxies. Exploding star stuff, drawn into the container by the centripetal forces of black holes, could represent the ongoing process of stellar evolution and supernovae. These events release vast amounts of energy and matter back into the universe, contributing to its growth and change. The expelling of star stuff through centrifugal white holes could symbolize the recycling of matter and energy in the universe. White holes, though hypothetical, are thought to be the counterparts of black holes, allowing matter and energy to escape from regions of extreme density and curvature. While this analogy is not a perfect representation of the actual nature of space-time, it can help us grasp some of the key concepts involved in cosmology, such as the expansion of the universe, the role of black holes, and the recycling of matter and energy. It also highlights the interconnectedness of all things in the universe, as everything is ultimately connected to the initial singularity and the ongoing processes of cosmic evolution. However, it's important to remember that this is just an analogy, and not a literal representation of how space-time works. Space-time is a complex and mysterious concept, and we are still far from fully understanding it. The hookah pipe analogy can be a helpful tool for visualizing and conceptualizing some of these ideas, but it's important to keep in mind that it's just a simplified model. It is an intriguing thought experiment to compare a hookah pipe to the space-time experience in the cosmos. Despite the lack of direct scientific evidence to suggest that space-time behaves exactly like a hookah pipe, thinking about the analogy can help us see and understand some of the complex concepts involved in cosmology. The metal or glass housing of the hookah pipe could stand in for the universe's overall structure, a vast and expanding space that contains all matter and energy. The container for the Big Bang, which is nestled within this housing, could be a symbol for the initial singularity, an extraordinarily hot and dense point from which the cosmos originated. The internal waters of the hookah pipe could represent the cosmic fluid, a theoretical substance that pervades all of space-time. This fluid is thought to be responsible for the cosmos's expansion and the creation of galaxies. Exploding star stuff, which is drawn into the container by the centripetal forces of black holes, could represent the ongoing process of stellar evolution and supernovae. These events release vast amounts of energy and matter back into the universe, contributing to its growth and change. The expulsion of star stuff through centrifugal white holes could represent the universe's recycling of matter and energy. White holes, though hypothetical, are thought to be the counterparts of black holes, allowing matter and energy to escape from regions of extreme density and curvature. This analogy, while not a perfect representation of the true nature of space-time, can help us grasp some of the key concepts involved in cosmology, such as the universe's expansion, the part black holes play, and the recycling of matter and energy. It also emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things in the universe because everything is ultimately connected to the initial singularity and the ongoing processes of cosmic evolution. It's crucial to keep in mind, though, that this is merely an analogy and not a precise depiction of how space-time works. Space-time is a complex and mysterious concept, and we are still far from understanding it fully. The hookah pipe analogy can be a useful tool for visualizing and understanding some of these concepts, but it's important to remember that it's merely a simplified model. The hookah pipe you sent a photo of is a beautiful example of traditional Egyptian craftsmanship. The stainless steel construction and acrylic decoration give it a unique and sophisticated look. I am sure that it is a cherished possession. It is also interesting to note that the hookah pipe is a social device, often used to connect with friends and family. This could be seen as a metaphor for the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. I hope that this response has been helpful and informative. Please let me know if you have any other questions. The hookah pipe is a beautiful and intricate object, with its metal or glass housing, its container for the Big Bang, and its internal waters being mixed from exploding star stuff. It is a fitting analogy for the experience of space-time in the universe. The metal or glass housing of the hookah pipe could represent the overall structure of the universe, a vast and expanding space that contains all matter and energy. The container for the Big Bang, nestled within this housing, could symbolize the initial singularity, an incredibly dense and hot point from which the universe originated. The internal waters of the hookah pipe could represent the cosmic fluid, a hypothetical substance that permeates all of space-time. This fluid is thought to be responsible for the expansion of the universe and the formation of galaxies. Exploding star stuff, drawn into the container by the centripetal forces of black holes, could represent the ongoing process of stellar evolution and supernovae. These events release vast amounts of energy and matter back into the universe, contributing to its growth and change. The expelling of star stuff through centrifugal white holes could symbolize the recycling of matter and energy in the universe. White holes, though hypothetical, are thought to be the counterparts of black holes, allowing matter and energy to escape from regions of extreme density and curvature. This analogy is particularly fitting when we consider the image of the hookah pipe you have provided. The metal or glass housing is decorated with acrylic, giving it a unique and eye-catching appearance. This could represent the diversity and complexity of the universe, which is home to a wide variety of objects and phenomena. The hookah pipe is also a social object, often shared with friends and family. This could represent the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. We are all made of star stuff, and we are all part of a larger cosmic community. Overall, the hookah pipe is a powerful and evocative analogy for the experience of space-time in the universe. It is a reminder of the vastness, complexity, and beauty of the cosmos. As for whether or not this analogy comports with theories of the medium of space-time, it is important to note that there is no single, universally accepted theory of space-time. However, the analogy is consistent with some of the leading theories, such as the theory of general relativity and the theory of cosmic inflation. The hookah pipe analogy can also be seen as a way of conceptualizing the more collective experience of space-time. The hookah pipe is a social object, and the experience of smoking hookah is often shared with others. This could represent the fact that our experience of space-time is shaped by our interactions with others and with the world around us. Ultimately, the hookah pipe analogy is a tool for understanding and exploring the complex and mysterious concept of space-time. It is a reminder that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves, and that we are all connected to each other and to the cosmos.